Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. So today we're going to do a total body flow and we're just going to have fun with it, and we're going to start lying down. So come onto your mat and get down on your back. And once you get on your back, go ahead and pull the knees in towards the chest. Placing the hands on the knees. And then we're just going to take and draw a couple circles clockwise with the knees. Starting that warm up. Two more times around. Last time. All right. Once we get back to center, we're going to go ahead and release the feet down flat on the floor. Arms come out to the sides, palms face up, and then just take a moment and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Two more times. Last time. And then once we get back over towards the left, just allow the knees to fall over towards the left side of the mat. Holding for a breath. Inhale, bringing them back up. As you exhale, this time allowing them to fall over towards the right. Taking a nice, big, deep breath. Exhale, releasing. Then bringing the knees back up. We're going to go ahead and take the feet out nice and wide, so a little wider than mat width. And once you take a nice big inhale, you're going to bring them all the way up and then heels together. Exhale, back down. That's a little odd, but it's fun. All the way up and then back down. Two more times. Engage that core, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Last time. Back down. Go ahead and pull the knees back and towards the chest, drawing a couple circles with the knees. Two more times. Last time. And then once we bring the knees back to center, go ahead and place your hands behind the knees. And we're going to do a few spinal rocks. So we're going to take a nice big inhale, and you're going to bring your bottom up. And then as you exhale, you're going to come up, tap the toes, bring it back. Up, tap toes, engage the core. Two more times. Last time. And then come all the way up to seated. All right, so once we come up to seated, we're actually going to swing those legs around and come on to the hands and knees. And we're going to do a couple of wrist stretches. So go ahead and take the fingers and face them out to the edges of the mat. And then we're just going to take and go side to side with the arms. So rocking side to side. Pressing the palms firmly down into the earth. All right. Now we're going to take and we're going to face them so that our fingertips are facing our knees. And you're just going to rock forward slightly, making sure not to lock out those elbows, and then back towards the heels. Making sure to keep those palms pressed firmly down. Two more times. Last time. Go ahead and tuck the toes under to add a little bit of support for those legs. And hold and breathe. Allowing the forearms and the wrists to get that deep stretch. And then go ahead and come up. We're going to turn those fingers back around so that they are facing the top of the mat. Untuck the toes. And then one at a time, we're going to bring our palm up, our hand up onto the ball of the palm. And then press the palm back down. So up, down, up, down. 2 more times. Trying to keep our body as stable as we can and not to move much with it. All right. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. Push the hips back towards the wall behind you. Coming into our first downward facing dog, and just go ahead and sway the hips side to side. Nice big inhale. Right leg rises. As you exhale, bringing the right knee in towards the chest, plant the foot in between the hands. We're going to come all the way up into that high lunge and then take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers and pull them down towards the floor, opening and expanding the heart forward. Hold. And then release, taking the hands up towards the sky, hinging forward slightly. Holding for 3 breaths. Come back up, bringing the hands behind the back. Again, pressing the hands down towards the floor, pressing the heart forward. Go ahead and release. Bring the hands back down to the mat, stepping the right foot back to meet the left. And we're going to go ahead and, you know what, we're going to actually come back up into plank. And we're either going to turn into a side plank, taking our right hand up towards the sky, or you could do a modified side plank where you drop your left knee down on the floor and turn the foot back so it's behind you, bringing that right heel down onto the mat, and then opening the arm up. Hold and breathe. Or if you're doing the side plank, hold and breathe. Go ahead and release, bringing the hand back down. Opposite side this time, so twisting the legs over to the other side, either stacking the feet or bringing the leg down to come into that modified side plank. And then release. Release the knees down, bring the big toes together. Take it all the way back to the heels, coming into child's pose, crawling the fingertips forward. Go ahead and come back up into that tabletop position and tuck the toes under. We're going to press the hips up and back. Hold and breathe. Nice big inhale. Left leg rises this time. And then as you exhale, bringing that left knee in towards the chest and putting the foot in between the hands. Go ahead and rise all the way up into your high lunge. And then we're going to take the hands behind the back. Once again, interlocking the fingers. Push the hearts forward. Pull the shoulders down and back. Bend through that front leg. Hold and breathe. Okay, continuing to press through that front leg. Release the hands. Hinge forward from the hips. Inhale, coming back up. Go ahead and take the hands behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Pull them down. Push the heart forward. Exhale, release. Bringing the hands back down to the floor. Coming into our side plank vinyasa. Go ahead and stay in plank or get ready to do the modified side plank by dropping the knee and bringing the foot back behind the body. But we're going to rotate over onto the left foot, bringing the right hand up towards the sky. Hold and breathe. Engage that core. Exhale, release. Opposite side. Inhale and open. Go ahead and release. Bringing the knees down to the mat, big toes to touch. Bring the hips back towards the heels, crawling the fingertips forward, forehead plants against the mat. Sliding the hands up, staying seated on our heels, bringing the knees together if they were out wide. Go ahead and place the left hand right next to the left hip. Nice big inhale, right arm comes up and over, really focusing on expanding through the side of the body on that right side. And then release. Right hand comes down on the floor next to the right hip. Nice big inhale, left arm comes up and over this time. Hold and breathe. Inhale, coming back up to center. We're going to go ahead and swing the legs around, sitting down on our bottom. And I'm going to face you, but you can stay seated where you are. And we're going to take our legs out nice and wide. So taking the legs out nice and wide, I'm going to go ahead and place your left hand on your left shin. Nice big inhale. Right arm comes up and over, almost like you're going to reach and grab that left foot. Pressing down through the hips, lengthening up through the spine. Inhale, coming back up to center. Go ahead and bring the hands underneath the knees, pulling the legs in together, bringing the soles of the feet to touch. And then we're going to take and allow the knees to fall down towards the sides. Lengthen up through the spine. And then as you exhale, just crawl it forward. See if you can release further and further with each breath. And then just gently go ahead and walk it back up, taking the legs out nice and wide. pressing the hips down into the earth. Plant the right hand on the right shin. Nice big inhale. Left arm's going to come up and over like it's going to try to reach that right foot. Hold and breathe. Inhale, coming back up. And then we're just going to take and walk it forward with the legs out nice and wide. Pressing the palms into the ground. Flexing through the heels of the feet. Then just go ahead and gently walk up with the hands. Pull the legs in. We're going to lie down on our back. So coming down onto the back, we're going to press our feet, which are hip width apart, into the floor. Hands are down by the sides, palms pressing into the floor next to the body. Nice big inhale, pressing the hips up towards the sky, pulling the knees in towards each other, but keeping that resistance in between them. Almost pretend like you have a block or a ball in between the knees. And though you're trying to touch them together, you can't quite get them to touch. Hold and breathe. And then release. Go ahead and take the hands out by the sides. So arms out in the shape of a T. And then just allowing the legs to fall over towards the left. Hold and breathe into that twist. Inhale, bringing the knees back up to center and then letting them fall over towards the right this time. Go ahead and bring the knees back into center. We're going to pull the knees in towards the chest. Give them a nice big squeeze. And then release, stretching them all the way out, nice and long. Bringing the hands down by the sides, palms face up. Taking a nice big deep inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, just allowing the body to soften into the ground. inviting any tension to release and every muscle to soften. Following each inhale and exhale. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready to come out, starting to take a nice big deep inhales and wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then rolling over onto your right side. Using your arm to support your head. And then just gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. This concludes today's practice. Thank you for sharing yours with me. The light in me honors and sees the light in you.